Howdy doody gamers. Little late.
An issue in which criminals do whatever they want under the name of justice cannot be left alone.
Never mind, I won't.
Only now does the government speak of taking countermeasures. But their actions are too little, too late. The government as it stands has been left behind the times. It is obsolete. We don't have to go down with a sinking ship. We have the power to change this.
Actually, how this is like kind of a
Let
reference
us
to his
end
palace.
this chaos through my hands and yours.
Spoiler. His palace takes place.
He's a politician of the ruling party, isn't he?
Basically.
I heard they're splitting up to form a new party, so an election might come before the year's end.
I'm gonna vote this time for sure. This man has my support.
You haven't voted until now? That's problematic as a member of society, you know.
Politics just never interested me before. But this politician seems pretty amazing.
By the way, the older
He's
employee's
passionate and
wrong.
thinks of the
It's not
future. I mean,
problematic.
someone
If
like
you
that
don't
should be prime
want to,
minister.
don't.
I'm definitely voting for him.
Well, I suppose that makes sense, since the other politician seems so unreliable.
People try to hamper on about it's your civic duty, but I mean, to an extent, yes, but to an extent, it also only kind of matters.
When you say that you want us to cooperate with you, what exactly
Might
do
make
you
sense,
intend
though.
us to do?
That's a good question. But might I have a cup of coffee first?
Quit effing around!
Please keep this short.
There's a bounty for information in addition to the arrest warrant. Those are quite desperate measures. I'm referring to Sai-san's actions. I assume all of you are at your wits' end as well. She must be considerably vexed if she's gone that far. Make headlines with the arrest warrant, then use incentives to get testimonies. It's not a bad method.
The police have nothing on us. There's no way they can make an arrest.
True. I'm the only one who's ascertained your true identities. However, the groundwork for fabricating testimonies and concocting a culprit are underway.
We don't care about that self-gratification. Get on with it.
I'll be blunt. I'm thinking of triggering a change of heart in Sai-san. I've already discovered that she has a palace.
Huh? Really?
Is this to prevent the investigation agency's recklessness?
Precisely.
Still, there's no need to change her heart just for that.
Indeed. It's hard to believe that a single person can fabricate all that.
Unfortunately, that's not the case. What if I told you that those around her would turn a blind eye to false evidence?
You saying the police would do such a thing?
It seems they're more trusted than I thought. Their priority is settling the situation. They don't care who the supposed culprit is.
It's a
No.
crazy situation to be in.
Completely rotten.
My objective is to find the true culprit. That must be the case for all of you too. However, the current situation is extremely bad.
If worst comes to worst, someone unrelated will be set up as the culprit, huh?
Our only solution to this is to make Sai-san come to her senses. If she's in her right mind, she can stop this situation. Her sense of justice wouldn't allow it.
So that's why...
The truth will be covered up, and an innocent civilian's life will be destroyed. I can't allow such a thing to happen. My own ethics won't stand for it.
I mean, I guess I can understand how you feel.
You only guess.
And
Ryuji.
changing Sai-san's heart will be to protect her as well.
How do you mean?
If the true culprit were to learn that she's responsible for the investigation, what would happen? I'm certain they'll aim for her life. She's the perfect target to place blame on the Phantom Thieves. So how about it? Will you agree to my
Kodo
plan?
shouldn't deal with another dead
Even though
family
you're
member.
particular about being just, you're willing to get your hands dirty?
It can't be helped in order to ascertain the truth. There is also one more merit in changing Sai-san's heart. She'll be a fine warning to others not to meddle with you any further. They can't go public if someone in the investigation has a change of heart. It'd show their corruption. All that's left from there is for me to discover the identity of the true culprit.
True.
What do you mean?
He's trying to set it up.
You're gonna tell us to announce our disbandment once the real culprit is arrested, aren't you?
Uh-huh.
As expected from a Nijima. So, what do you say? I don't think it's a bad deal for either of us.
It's not.
Makoto, what's your take on all this?
Yeah, she's the one
It's a
with
well-made
us.
plan. It even takes putting an end to our team into consideration.
I'm flattered to hear that.
Why are you willing to do all this, Akechi-kun? Why do you seek justice?
Because of sickening human beings. Yes. My contempt for such people drives my sense of justice. It isn't some grand reason like society's sake or some lofty ideal.
Because he hates it.
It's simply an absurd grudge. And extremely personal.
Dude.
You know, doesn't he remind you of us?
In a way, yeah.
Yeah, like how some disgusting adult pissed him off.
We're similar, Maybe that's why I thought that I could ask this of you all. Won't you cooperate with me on the mission to change Sai-san's heart?
It's not a bad deal.
Thanks. I was actually rather worried there. This mission can't succeed without your cooperation, after all.
True. Well,
The Phantom
Tai's
Thieves will be
irony was public.
disbanded, and everything will work out. I pray it does.
Mako-chan. I'm okay. I never brought it up until now, but the reason I joined the Phantom Thieves is because I wanted to change my sister's heart. I was hoping I wouldn't have to resort to it, though. I've also known for quite some time that she has a palace.
Why didn't you tell us?
It was too selfish of a reason,
Yeah.
though I was too scared to look any further into it
This
on
would
my
be a
own.
crazy what if.
Why don't we try going there now to
changed
scope the place
Sai's
out? A lot of
much
this will be
earlier.
new to me, so I'd like to get myself accustomed to it too.
I'm sorry, I actually have plans today.
I see. That's unfortunate.
Will you tell your sister about this?
No.
Of course not. It's just,
You seem awfully evasive today. Is something the matter?
I just can't make time today.
Let's call it a day then, and resume this tomorrow.
I'm sorry, everyone. Wasn't Makoto acting a bit weird?
It is her sister.
Well, I guess that can't be helped. Regardless, it all starts tomorrow. I hope this goes well.
It's the only thing you really can hope for in a scenario like this. It's so delicate. I think these games generally have a very good way of looking at very delicate, like almost uncomfortable situations.
A palace? In me? Not only that, Goro Akechi? Then the Phantom Thieves targeted me as per his advice? And he had already experienced the metaverse by the time of the Okumura case? That can't be. I mean, he never said a word.
Why would he?
Although, his attitude did change suddenly around that time. Akechi-kun kept quiet about the
carefully
most important
crafted, is
details,
what it
and my own
was.
sister may be a Phantom Thief? If this is all true, I was out of the loop the entire time I led the investigation. What a joke.
Probably for the best.
So you
though.
became convinced of another's existence through the 2 mental shutdown cases. And if you were apprehended while falsely accused of those crimes, that villain would still be loose. That's why you targeted me? Not for your own preservation?
Not all.
No. If this villain does exist and is setting up your group, I would be targeted next. Did Makoto come up with that speculation?
What are you talking about?
Perhaps I'm overthinking things. Hey! You need to keep your focus. It seems you're completely worn out, but the look on your face isn't one of defeat. Why is that?
I'm not alone.
I'm amazed. It seems you can still talk. When you were arrested, a man at the scene told you that you were sold out, correct? Those words normally hint at the existence of a traitor. However, if your story till now is true, one reason can be concluded. It's frustrating to admit, but at a certain point, No, most likely from the start. I was a mere puppet. Someone set up only to bear responsibility later. Someone intended your arrest, and the minimal staff directly involved were in their pocket. And if that's the case, true integrity would side with you.
All right.
No, I'm jumping to conclusions. I don't believe your story yet. There's something I need to confirm with you. Was a change of heart triggered in me? What
No.
happened in the time between entering my palace and your arrest? Tell me everything.
Well, actually, no, it wasn't. We didn't trigger a change of heart in Sai, because we didn't steal her treasure. Because we needed her palace.
What's this favor you need? It's late already. We'll be going to Nijima's palace, so I want to look into her. Things like her work ethic and relationships. It doesn't matter whether it's public or private. Those would help us come up with countermeasures in case we hit a roadblock in her palace. I can look up more, you know. Stuff like her repertoire of underwear. A girl shouldn't say things like that. You tell her too.
That's impressive.
Don't fall for it! Ahem. Also, I may be overthinking it, but my voice... Ow! Same as always. Let me finish first! There's something else we want you to look into.
I believe I said the last episode, we're gonna see these white flashes a lot. They're parts of the story we can't remember. Because of the drugs. And because they're so recent memories, they're more distorted rather than the longer term ones. This is basically where we spend the last half of the game, or last portion of the game. Where the main palace is, not counting third semester and whatnot.
So this is the courthouse. You can tell it's a revolting building just by looking at it. Let's hurry up and get started. Akechi, what did you find out?
I rarely get to see Sai-san directly, but I figured out her course of action. On the 20th, an investigation will likely be done at Shujin Academy, as well as the Sakura residence.
For real?
Then that means our time limit is November 20th.
Still, there will be
We
quite a
have-
bit of red tape involved. I doubt it'll take place
We're gonna
before the
spend
20th.
a lot of these days with Maruki.
We'll take your word.
Well, not a lot, we're gonna spend
For now,
like
we need to
3 of
focus
them.
on infiltrating her palace.
I concur.
However many we have left of her.
And we should probably get going soon. After all, people like us standing around here is quite unnatural. Well then?
That's...
Huh? What about my smartphone?
This is the model I wanted! You're so lucky!
I'm so sorry. Until recently, Futaba was actually well...
It's okay. Sai-san told me the gist.
Oh, right. Akechi-kun, it may be best if you exchange contact info with everyone, too. Not just me.
That's true.
Ooh! I'll send everyone's contacts to you later.
Thanks. Well then, I hope we get along. I'll do my best.
You got a good personality and good looks? Talk about cheating.
She's praising you, I believe.
We think.
Then shall we get started?
We need to figure out what Makoto Sis thinks this courthouse is, right?
I have
often hear her call it a place of competition in which she must
she's
always
gambling.
win.
A competition, huh? That sounds like Sai-san.
It'd be unbearable if you were put on trial for a reason like that. Although, a competition means it's a match of some sort. Might it be a martial arts ring?
Conditions have not been met. Then perhaps a stadium? Or maybe an arena? Conditions have not been met.
There are other competitions besides fighting and sports.
Of course,
Gambling,
Haru goes
then.
straight for fighting.
How about a racetrack for horses? Other than that, there's pachinko, but does that count as gambling?
We played cards during the school trip.
Conditions have not been met. What else is there?
A casino.
It must be a casino.
I definitely see Sai-san in you.
Well, it's time we head in then.
It's actually such an insult if you think about it, considering what she's seen of her sister at home as of recent. That's a really, really mean thing to say to somebody. Oh yeah, it's animated because it's important.
Head right past there and keep a low profile.
Joker's glasses are gone in this, by the way. I get they're fake, but they're just gone.
That's it, huh? What's going on here?
We are looking at the courthouse, aren't we?
Seems like it.
Let's go.
Right.
Here we are. One of the cooler. This is probably my favorite palace in terms of the theme.
The courthouse is a casino.
Everywhere else seems to be a normal
It's a
cityscape.
gamble because if you're on
Isn't that...
the defense.
The police station, yes. I didn't know that the station and the courthouse were next to each other.
Our attire hasn't changed. That must mean we aren't considered threats or hostiles yet.
Right. Areas outside her courthouse palace must not be worthy of her attention. Wait, I always look like this. I'm special. Besides, I can't do anything in my cat form. The police station's also part of her work area, though, whenever arrests are made for her cases. I've brought her food and belongings when she was sent on loan to the police.
We got no business with the cops, right? This might be the metaverse. I don't want to go in a station.
That reminds me. He'll need a code name, too.
Codename?
Phantom thieves can't go around using the real names, right? It ain't cool either.
Just for reference, what is everyone else's?
Skull.
Mine's Fox.
We pretty much decided on them with how we look, didn't we?
What is it, Haru? Oh, it's nothing.
Then, perhaps Karasu will be best for me. You know, like a raven.
Are your clothes all black or something?
The reverse, actually. If our codenames are to hide our identities, wouldn't that be better?
So you should go with
Karasu. He'd be the only Japanese-sounding one.
it's just Raven.
Why not go with Crow instead?
All right. From here on out, you're Crow.
Got it.
Now then, let's head into the courthouse. Now then.
Yeah, this is why it's my favorite palace. I really like this theme. Alright, let's... For the moment, because stat-wise, Akechi and his persona have physical, but they don't have status effects. We'll sub out Haru for the time being.
Somewhere.
This is, I think I don't remember what it's called.
So, This means we're acknowledged as a threat, correct?
Dude, you planning on stealing stuff in that getup?
It just means that's what he thinks a rebel looks like.
No. This is my mental image of a person who sticks to their justice.
Well, I think your mask is more apt for piercing rather than sticking.
Never mind, Haru's going
That
back in the
aside,
party.
The people in here look completely normal.
But we're in a flashy casino. There's no doubt this is a palace. Oh, right. Crow doesn't know too much about cognitive beings, does he?
Ah, yes. In addition to similar topography, cognitive people exist based on the ruler's perceptions.
That probably didn't make much sense because all the fancy terms he was using, huh?
In essence, since these look like real people, Sai-san's view of others is surprisingly undistorted.
Just the view of events around
Considering
her.
what I see before me, it's difficult to believe it is not actually a real casino.
Not all cognitions are normal, though. In Futaba and Okumura's palaces, we had to battle them. People may look normal, but we should be careful. Particularly of those in positions of power.
Is this what you have to go through every time?
Yeah, but this is the last.
I'm glad to see you remember.
Just don't slow us down, Crow.
I will not allow that to happen.
Okay, it's time we
Alright,
head
we need to,
inside. Our deadline for this infiltration is November 20th. Any later and we'll get caught in reality. Of course, we'll need to secure an infiltration route before we send out the calling card. As always.
So the calling card wasn't merely for show? It's a necessary step?
Will you please stop interrupting?
My apologies.
Well then, let's go.
The calling card's necessary.
I feel somewhat nervous.
Alright. Yeah, Haru, with that one line, Haru gets to be back in. She gets to replace Ryuji. Kenshi. We're not going to give him anything. Don't worry about that suit. Don't. Oh, my bad. Excuse me. Don't worry about that suit. You got it. Oh yeah, wait. I was going on about what this song's called. This song's called Winds of Fate.
I can feel it.
It's my favorite Palace theme. It's just so good. And this Palace is pretty close to being my favorite.
Welcome.
It's just edged out by
Come on out, you petty
Haruki's
thieves.
being awesome as well.
She can see us?
You're after the treasure, are you not? Come on
And also, this
down
is
and
probably
I
one of the
will tell
coolest
you where it
ruler
is.
designs as well.
What? We're not going to fall for a trick like that.
It's not a lie. I only wish to do this fair and square. You aren't going to run, are you?
We should do as she says. There is no point in hiding any longer.
So you've come. The treasure is located on the manager's floor at the highest point of this building.
Why are you telling us this?
It's as I said before.
Yeah, Makoto
I
has
wish
to,
to
be
go
in
about this in the
entire time.
fairest
It's just
manner
kinda
possible.
How it has to.
First, I ask that you come up to my location. We will continue this there.
I think it, with the
Damn it,
exception of
over there!
Haruki, she's also the one the most in control of her palace.
It
Which I think
seems
is
we'll
a
be
neat
able to
little
use
bit
that
of
elevator to reach higher floors. Come,
Things
Joker.
stuff going on, you
Let
know?
us pursue her. Let us get after.
That voice is... Can I unlock
Huh?
the door? Yes.
We've reached a safe room. Perfect for chilling and killing some time, huh?
That was fully voiced. I guess, yeah.
Come on,
Authentication required. Please insert your member's card.
Member's card?
Perhaps it bears relation to a player's club of sorts.
I can't handle your technical speak. Just give me it straight.
Casinos typically have a membership system called a player's club. Some locations even have areas
Ketchy's eyes
cordoned
in
off
that
for
mask are
particular
so
ranks of
funny
player.
looking, 'cause they're giant.
Considering the setup of this place,
Just the way
I
the
thought
mask
things may be similar
illuminates
here.
it, really.
That'll make this shit simple. Come on, let's join this player thingy.
I would agree with you, but
A shadow!
as I expected, registration will not be such a simple matter.
She must be daring us to challenge the security of this place to make it to her.
Here it comes!
No need to worry. I'll handle this. I need to prove my worth to you after all.
I have high expectations.
I promise to surpass even such lofty hopes as those.
Ketchy doesn't care off his mask in this outfit, by the way. Fun fact.
Well then, let us begin.
Everyone else has a very,
Don't worry, you can leave this one to me.
tear-off animation, right? He doesn't.
Take them down, Robin Hood! Persona! Now, Robin!
Persona! It's immune to curse. I'd hoped we could end this quickly. Persona!
Come! Go down!
Fuck it up, Seth.
Joker's angry? He's taking unnecessary risks! Behold! You gotta hit them!
My skills exceed yours!
Yeah, this is welcome to,
It's immune to curse.
Taste my
I
wrath!
hoped we could end this quickly.
also, by the way, the Ketchy's holding his, what you call it, his, like, health bar. It's really cool. It's also representative that he's kind of putting
You're
on a
right.
show. It's just really cool, like, all the little stuff about him that you see, that he's just different. It's dope. Nah, I won't.
The crucial moment's finally here. Give it all you've got. Okay. So people are turning on us even in his survey? Our popularity is really at an all-time low.
Makes sense that we killed somebody. Yeah. Games. Yes.
Oh!
We're gonna beat Starfornians.
Okay. Whoa. Hey, wait!
Nowhere near as bad as the Resident Evil 5
Oh!
Q2E.
Oh!
We won.
Oh!
Antique game store. We know one of those.
Hey!
Yeah, we have to get ready. I think this is when like the Phantom Thieves are on, so they reach almost like their peak, in a sense.
Okay.
It's a weird way to phrase it, but it is how it is.
Hey!
Anyway, gamers, we're gonna see you next time. See ya.